स्वभवान् दुहित्र स्नेहात्मनो प्रोतोहस्य O great sage, graciously pleased to listen to the prayer of my humble self. For my mind is troubled by affection for my daughter. Purport. When a disciple is perfectly in consonance with the spiritual master, having received his message and executed it perfectly and sincerely, he has a right to ask a particular favor from the spiritual master. Generally, a pure devotee of the Lord or a pure disciple of a bona fide spiritual master does not ask any favor either from a Lord or the spiritual master. But even if there is a need to ask a favor from the spiritual master, one cannot ask that favor without satisfying him fully. Swayambhuva Manu wanted to disclose his mind regarding the function he wanted to execute due to affection of his daughter. Om Agyan
Threat has been detected.
Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guruho Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavan Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Varijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Parana Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitam Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamyaniti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Sabhavan Buhitra Sneha Parikrishtatmano Mama Shrotum Arhasi Dinasya Shravitam Kripayam. O great sage, graciously be pleased to listen to the prayer of my humble self. For my mind is troubled by affection for my daughter. In the previous verse, it said that
Threat has been detected.
I have fortunately been instructed by you. And thus great favor has been bestowed upon me. I thank God and I have listened with open ears to your pure words. And in the purport of this verse, Prabhupada says that a pure devotee or the sincere disciple of a spiritual master does not ask any favor either from the Lord or spiritual. And even if he has to ask, then what he has to do? He has to satisfy his spiritual master fully. And how one can satisfy spiritual master fully? Uh, Anything else? The most important thing is following his instruction, paying attention when he speaks about a philosophy, when he speaks about religion, when he speaks about the anarthas that we are having. There are two ways to serve sadhu or spiritual master. One, by taking care of their material body. And second thing, by paying attention to their instruction, following them in our life. And history has shown us that if you just follow the instruction of your spiritual master, then he gets pleased. And once he is pleased, then everything is in your hands. No need to put some extra endeavor to achieve your goals, but just by the mercy of spiritual master, you attain them. That's Aruni. Yeah. There's a nice story in Upanishads. That's Aruni. He approached his spiritual master. He approached in his Gurukul and he asked him that I would like to get the spiritual knowledge or study Vedas. Then his spiritual master said, okay, but you need to follow my instruction. And he said, what is that? He said, take this one cow and this one bull and take them for grazing. And you would have to take care of them till they become 100 in numbers. And then you come back. You can imagine how many years it would have been taken for. So he never argued with his spiritual master. He just took the cows and went. And every time his spiritual master used to come and visit him. So as the herd started growing, he saw he is becoming also very strong. One day his spiritual master asked him, what do you eat actually? You are looking like a wrestler. Then he said that when the all calves, they drink the milk, and what is left over, then I drink it. Then he said, it's not good because you are serving them so nicely. So they are affectionate to you, and that because of that affection, they are keeping that milk. So let them have with their full capacity. Then he stopped drinking that milk. And after a few days, again his spiritual master came and he saw that again he is strong and strong. But he is no difference in his health and his physics. So he asked him, what do you do now? What do you eat? He said, when this calf, they drink milk after satisfying their hunger, when there is a foam on their face, I just take that foam of milk. Then again, his spiritual master said, you should not do that. Not good for you. Then again he stopped. Then again, but he never stopped his service. He kept continuing. Again, one day his spiritual master came and he saw him. Again, he was strong and stout. He said, "Now what do you eat?" He said, "Nothing. Actually, when cows they take rest, I just go and ask for madhukari in nearby locality, and whatever they give me, I eat." He said, "Okay, from tomorrow, what you can do? Whatever you get it, that should be given to the spiritual master. So you bring that and give it in the ashram." So he started doing that. But in return, from ashram, he never got anything. So he used to come back and he used to eat some leaves from different trees. And one day so happened that he ate some sort of a leaf and he lost his eyesight and he fell down in one ditch. And it was like a days together he was in leave. He was suffering like anything. And one day his spiritual master was visiting that place. See what's going on with him. And then he called out for his name. He was not able to hear because for days together he was hungry and fell down in at that ditch, so he was not having enough strength to respond. But some other with a pale voice he said, "I'm here in this cave." So they went and they took him out. And he asked, "What happened?" "Nothing. Because as you said that I should go and get madhukari and give it to ashram. But one day, because of hunger, I just ate something, some leaf or some vegetable that I lost my eye." So really? I said yes. He said, "Okay, no worries." And then the spiritual master, with a great mystic power, he invoked the doctors of Devatas, Ashwini Kumar. They appeared. And he told them that, gave him something so that he can get his eyesight back. So with the combination of some medicines, they prepared one malpuha. They gave it to Arudi. He had it in his hand. He said, "Okay, you are given it, but I can't have it unless and until my spiritual master allows me to eat." Then his spiritual master said, "Okay, you have it." And then he eats that. As soon as he eats that, he immediately gets his eyesight back. Then his spiritual master, he says, "Now you ask whatever you want. I'm really pleased with you because you never waver your mind for following my instructions. You never argued with me. You just did what I said. So I'm really satisfied with you. So now it's your turn that you ask anything, I'm ready to give." Then he said, "I want the whole Vedic knowledge. Please bestow that." "You want that? Okay." And then with the mystic power, he invoked all the deities of mantras in the Vedas, and all they appeared in the sky. And because he got that eyesight, which is transcendental, given by the Ashwini Kumaras, and the spiritual master asked him, "What do you see in the ether?" He says, "I'm able to see most beautiful and wonderful personalities standing with a folded hands. What should I do now?" So do you want all Vedic knowledge one by one or what? He said, "I want all together." So all that personified mantras of the Vedas, they entered in this. So from this particular story, we can understand that a sincere disciple never asks any favor from either God or spiritual master. If by their own mercy, if they give it, they become satisfied. And even if he has some hankering and he wants to get it something or some favor from them, then he really satisfies them. Once they are satisfied, then as the Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur says, Yasya prasadat bhagavat prasado, yasya prasadat aprasadat, nagati kutopi. So once the spiritual master is pleased, nothing in the world that can restrict you from attaining what you desire. So here we see the first and foremost among the human beings, Swayambhuva Manu, by his own example, he is showing that if you want to go to such a transcendentalist, whom the people who have not controlled their mind are not able to see, such a transcendental person, it happens that you go and meet him, then you should first satisfy him. And after satisfying him, put forward your problems so that he can give you a solution. And here we see that Maharaj Swayambhu Manu, he went in front of Karadama Muni, and now he's telling what is that really disturbing his mind. That nothing but his attachment for his own daughter. And then in the next verse, it said, प्रियव्रतोत्तानपादो स्वसेयं दुहिता मम अन्विच्छति पतिं युक्तं वयशीलगुणादिभिः. My daughter is the sister of Priyavrata and Uttanpad. She is seeking a suitable husband in terms of age, character, and good qualities. Purpose. The grown-up daughter of Swayambhu Manu Devahuti had a good character and was well qualified. Therefore, she was searching for a suitable husband just befitting her age, qualities, and character. The purpose of Manu's introducing his daughter as the sister of Priyavrata and Uttanpad, two great kings, was to convince the sage that the girl came from a great family. She was his daughter and at the same time the sister of Kshatriyas. He did not come from a lower class family. Manu therefore offered her daughter to Kardama as just suitable for his purpose. It is clear that although the daughter was mature in age and qualities, she did not go out and find her husband independently. She expressed her desire for a suitable husband corresponding to her character, age, and quality. And the father himself, out of affection for the daughter, took charge of finding husband, finding such a husband. So again, the social code that has established by Maharaj Swayambhu Manu for the whole humanity is showing that how one should have a certain characteristic at certain age. Nowadays, under the banner of women's liberation, they are making women prostitute rather than the proper responsible citizen. Here it is said that even though she was matured in character and age, she never went out in search of her own husband. She approached her father, an authority, and she asked him that. And father, being a responsible person, he took that responsibility and he came out. First of all, he asked Brahmaji, Where should I go and whom should I meet? And Brahmaji guided him to go to Kardama. And so he approached one. So that's the proper way of getting married. In the next verse, it said, यदा तो भवतः शीलश्रुतरूप वयोगुणान् अशृणोद नारदादेशः त्वय्यासीत् कृतनिश्चयः. The moment she heard from the sage Narada of your noble character, learning, beautiful appearance, youth, and other virtues, she fixed her mind upon you. Purport. The girl Devahuti did not personally see Kardama Muni, nor did she personally experience his character or qualities. Since there was no social intercourse by which she could gain such understanding, but she heard about Kardama Muni from the authority of Narada Muni. Hearing from an authority is a better experience than gaining personal understanding. She heard from Narada Muni that Kardama Muni was just fit to be her husband. Therefore, she became fixed in her heart that she would marry him, and she expressed her desire to her father, who therefore brought her before him. Seen from the time immemorial, women they are free to think and to desire for. Not that they were always dominated by the men. They have their own desire. But that should be expressed and that should be get fulfilled in a proper way. And in this particular verse, it is explained that how Swayambhu Manu is explaining that how his daughter heard about the character and the qualities of Kardama Muni. She never saw him personally. There were no system of a matrimonial thing or that you can put your profile and go through the profile and then approach. No. Kardama Muni was a great sage staying in forest performing his austerity. But the person who travels everywhere, that is Sri Narad Muni, he introduced all his good qualities, characteristics, his beauty to Devahuti. And as soon as Devahuti heard about him, she fixed her heart on him. And then she expressed the desire to Swayambhu Manu that I wanted to get married this person. Please arrange for me. And then Swayambhu Manu, he came along with her to Kardama Muni to fulfill the desire of his own daughter. He tried to understand what was the upbringing of women in that era. By nature, women are submissive. They have a great service attitude. That thing should be cultured nicely. Nowadays, they don't have that thing actually. Under the banner of women's liberation, they wanted to make them as equal as man. They wanted to put them in that same position. But by nature, it's not possible. They can't be equal to man. As explained in the Padma Puran, because they need shelter. They need some support. If you go out and say this to today's modern women, they get freaked out because I'm having interaction with the college students. Every time I go, they have a one question: what your religion says about women liberation or equality of man and woman. Because of some political agenda and for own benefit, few people they have introduced this system. It was not there previously. It was just 4 or 5 decades it has came from late 50s or 60s. These things have started. Previously, there was a no such uproar, and since then, just to exploit them for their own gratification, particular part of the social or society or politicians, they have created this man and they have started extracting and exploiting the women in the world. And people, they are taking much more interest in that. See, there is a particular group of community, they wanted to have always unrest in society. That should be a problem. So they can fuel the things, people can buy the things from them. They create problem and they themselves give solution, and that solution is not for free. Problem is for free, but solution is not for free. You have to pay. They extract whatever you earn for your livelihood, they put in their pockets. That's what happens when you have Vaishya kind of a personality in control. Because they know only loss and profit. They won't care about anyone's emotion. They won't care about any morality. Their morality is to just extract money from others, just exploit the others people's energy for our own benefit. And that's why the unrest there in the whole society. But if you follow the norms and codes of conduct that has established by Maharaj Manu, then there will be peace in the society. Because the rules and regulations that he has given, the sole and reason for that is to get all the humanity on the same platform of God realization. Help them to develop their consciousness so that they can get out of this pangs of material world. And here we can see, if you hear it from the authority, then it is more authentic. Hearing from an authority is a better experience than gaining personal understanding. Because our understanding is based on our capacity of absorbing things. So not necessary that your understanding will be good. That's why even it is said that pani piyo chan ke or guru karo jan. When accepting a spiritual master, you should be wide open your eyes and pray to the Lord. It's not by your choice you are going to get a spiritual master. If you think that and you try to judge someone and accept spiritual master, you are going to fail in your endeavor. Because what capacities you have to understand the spiritual master? It's by the Lord's mercy that He sends you that person to become your king. Guru Krishna Kripa Pai. By the mercy of Krishna, you get spiritual master, and by the mercy of spiritual master, you get Krishna. So it's not that Devavati went and asked for Narad Muni that I wanted to marry, so tell me someone who is. Yes, Narad ji approached Swayambhu Manu and he had a talk with Devahuti and he explained the wonderful qualities of Sharadamanu. And then, when Devahuti got attracted with that quality, she fixed her mind on him and she asked his father, please do the needful. So, these are the proper ways to follow certain things in society. So, Srimad Bhagavatam gives everything which is necessary for us in this life to live peacefully materially and advance spiritually. So let's try to understand it and imbibe it so that we can get our ultimate goal of life. Correct. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की